JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, several people injured in four-vehicle Kendall crash. Several people rushed to the Mandeville Regional Hospital for injuries received in a four-vehicle crash along the Kendall Main Road of the Winston Jones Highway in Manchester on Saturday. Eyewitnesses say about 6:30 p.m., a Ford Explorer was traveling from Kendall towards the Winston Jones Highway when the driver lost control of the vehicle and collided with a Toyota Altis heading towards Kendall. Upon impact, the Toyota Altis hit a Honda Civic traveling in the same direction, pushing it into a Toyota which heading towards the highway. The police were early on the scene to help with traffic management. Motorists traveling towards Kendall had to do so via the Winston Jones Highway and then Williams Field. Stammer and the Swims charged with murder in months-old case. The St. Catherine South Police Division has made a breakthrough in a months-old case with the charging of two men in connection with the March 2021 murder of Uriel Pinnock in Central Village in the parish. Charged are 35-year-old Kemar Harding, otherwise called Stammer, a farmer of Old Harbour Road, Spanish Town, and 20-year-old Dominic Dinner, otherwise called Swims, of Central Village, both in the parish. Both men have been charged with murder and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. It is alleged that about 9:35 p.m. on Friday, March 26, 2021, Pinnock was standing outside his gate when Harding, Dinner, and another man opened gunfire at him, hitting him to the head. Pinnock was pronounced dead upon arrival at hospital. Harding and Dinner were arrested on January 28. They were subsequently charged after a question and answer session. Their court date is being arranged. Mentally ill 33-year-old Manchester woman missing. 33-year-old Angela Gale of Battersea District, Manchester, has been missing since Thursday, December 17, 2021. She is said to be of unsound mind. She is of dark complexion, stout build, and about 167 centimeters, or 5 feet 6 inches tall. Reports from the Ports Police are that about 4 p.m., Gale was last seen in downtown Kingston, dressed in a multicolored blouse, blue shorts, and a pair of blue slippers. She has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Angela Gale is being asked to contact the Ports Police at 876-904-1876, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Sex offenders top St. Thomas wanted list. An autopsy has returned inconclusive into the death of a newborn girl allegedly buried by her 13-year-old mother and grandmother in St. Thomas, an eastern parish in which half the persons most wanted by police are suspected sex offenders. At least 6 of a dozen men listed as wanted recently are being sought for rape, while 3 others are wanted for having sex with minors, the latter crime police have cited as the underlying reason for the child's death hours after birth in Erie Castle late last December. There has been one report of rape in St. Thomas since the start of 2022, and the cops are hoping it will not escalate, allowing them time to probe and develop court files for some 20 cases last year, a fall from 28 reported cases in 2020. According to the police, the body of the infant, which had a head reportedly full of hair, was discovered in a shallow grave after cops acted on information they received. The corpse was exhumed by law enforcement officers, who reportedly held back tears as they probed the scene. For now, the 13-year-old mother has been charged with concealment of birth, while her mother and the stepfather have been booked for concealment of birth, cruelty, and failure to report child abuse. The cops are still searching for the father of the dead child, who, like Davian Bryan, the accused sex offender child abductor for whom a massive manhunt was launched last October in St. Thomas, has been on the run. The 2 men and several others currently on the run for alleged sexual offences are not among those listed as wanted, explained head of the St. Thomas Police Division, Superintendent Alison Byfield, last week. These individuals are at this point only persons of interest in matters that are under investigation. In order for suspects to be listed as wanted, police must have a warrant and a file on them, she said. "We're working at this point to actually find the person who impregnated her," said Byfield of the teen as she spoke to the sex abuse problem in the parish. The usual mode of operation of perpetrators is that they flee the communities after reports reach the police. "I think the males are just taking the rape as something normal or regular. So too is sexual intercourse with persons under 16. We have been having quite a number of them," she explained, also responding to public criticism regarding the elusive Bryan, who was accused of abducting 2 girls last year. Davian is a hunter from Portland and he's also a fisherman. He knows the woods and he takes the woods for himself. Notwithstanding our efforts, we have lost a number of uniforms and boots searching for him in the woods. We have not found him, Byfield said. We believe he was being supported by persons in the Bath area, but a hunter knows how to survive on nature's produce. He stayed close to the riverbed and we started to hunt him there, but I think he realized that and has moved on, she said, noting that St. Thomas police have been working with sleuths in neighboring Portland, where Brian was facing rape and firearm charges, to try to collar him. On Friday, St. Thomas was among the parishes red flagged for underage sexual offences by the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA. So too were Trelawney, Portland and St. Mary, since face-to-face school was disrupted 2 years ago because of COVID-19. St. Thomas has come on the radar for sexual offences, especially since the abduction of those 2 young ladies last year. Sexual offences tend to be underreported, but the medical officers were seeing more cases involving minors in the hospital and got us involved, said CEO of CPFSA, Rosalie Gage Gray. In the meantime, the police say Brian is being sought for an identification parade, as well as to provide DNA sample in relation to the case involving the 2 underage girls who are still recuperating from their ordeal last year. We're not happy to say that we have not caught him, but we're not defeated. He's a danger to society, and we need to have him in custody, Byfield stressed. According to reports from the police and the Court Administration Division, sexual intercourse with a minor, rape and grievous sexual assault topped the list of most common cases for which bail was granted by the Home Circuit Court from 2018 to 2020. 9 killed in motor vehicle crashes in 7 days, says Road Safety Unit. 9 persons were killed in traffic crashes over the 7-day period between January 29 and February 4, the Road Safety Unit RSU is reporting. The latest fatalities have pushed the number of people killed in motor vehicle collisions since the start of the year to 39 from 33 fatal crashes. Among those killed in the past week are 7 males and 2 females. There were 2 pedestrians, 3 motorcyclists, 3 drivers of private motor cars, and 1 passenger of a public passenger vehicle. A breakdown of the latest statistics by the RSU shows that fatal crashes have decreased by 6%, while there is no percentage change in fatalities when compared with the similar period in 2021. The statistics also show the following. Fatalities for 2020 are projected to decrease by 8%. Pedestrians account for 23% of the road users killed as at February 4. Motorcyclists account for 18% of the road users killed as at February 4. Drivers of private motor vehicles account for 28% of the road users killed since the start of the year, while their passengers account for 10% of those who have perished on the nation's roads. Vulnerable road users, pedestrians, pedal cyclists, motorcyclists and pillion riders account for 49% of the road users killed since January 1. So far, males and females account for 85% and 15% respectively of the road fatalities as at February 4. Some 484 people perished in traffic crashes in 2021. Tufton Mum and Vax-only events pushback. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton has declined to comment on pushback against the plan by the government to roll out events only for persons who are vaccinated against COVID-19. Tufton disclosed the move on Wednesday, indicating that the government will soon launch an official calendar of events. Over the next week or so, the government intends to announce a series of events, an events calendar if you will, for over the next 4 months that will now allow more persons to congregate around certain events within a controlled setting. The single most significant criterion of that is that you must be vaccinated, he said, while speaking at the official opening of the new COVID-19 field hospital at the Savlamar Public Hospital in Westmoreland. The announcement has drawn mixed reactions. Among the critics is Executive Chairman of Sandals Resorts, Adam Stewart, who bashed the move as discriminatory. He argued that the decision would go against the overwhelming majority of Jamaicans who have made a personal choice. What happened to out of many one people? Stewart tweeted. Approximately 22% of Jamaica's population is fully vaccinated, the second worst compliance rate in the Caribbean. Jamaica reports 212 new COVID cases, 3 deaths. Jamaica reported 212 new cases of COVID-19 and 3 fatalities on Saturday, according to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This pushed the total number of cases of the virus since the start of the pandemic to 125,993 and the death toll to 2,694. Of the newly reported cases, There were 120 females and 92 males, with ages ranging from 54 days to 91 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 48, St. Mary 31, St. Catherine 27, St. James 23, Manchester 17, Clarendon 16, St. Elizabeth 14, Westmoreland 14, Trelawney 10, St. Thomas 9 and St. Anne 3. Hanover and Portland were the only parishes to record 0 cases. Meanwhile, the latest victims include an 83-year-old female and a 19-year-old female, both from Clarendon, and an 87-year-old female from St. Mary. The deaths occurred in January 2022. One death was reported under investigation. The country also recorded 158 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 71,439. The positivity rate for the latest round of testing was 26.8%. There are 407 people hospitalized, 17 of them critically ill. There are 4,019 confirmed active cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.